Hello guys and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl and today I'm going to be breaking down this 6-game NBA slate. Saturday the 15th, we got today, we got tomorrow, and then we get playoffs, finally. I'm getting a little bit tired of all these injuries, trying to track motivation, trying to see who's playing, who's not. At least for the playoffs, I know if they're good, or if they're at least 50%, they'll go in and they'll play, which is kind of nice. So we'll go ahead and look into all these, see if any of these teams have any motivation for this game. So we'll go ahead and jump into it. Before we do that, we'll go ahead and check it out. Yesterday's slate, unfortunately, our free picks did not go too well. Grizzlies only won by 1. Cavs got blown out. I thought that one was going to be a little bit closer than it was. On the premium side, it was a weird situation yesterday because when we put it out, Golden State was minus 3.5. If I waited a little bit longer, I could have gotten them at minus 2.5, and that would have been a cash. A lot of people who did grab it, though, cashed it, so that's kind of nice. And then our totals have just seemed to be constantly hitting, which is fantastic. So, unfortunately, 0-2 yesterday for video picks. 2-1 for premiums. We're now 41-20, still number 1 on the picks and parlays site, and it's not really particularly close for NBA. So go ahead and check out our premium plays over there at picksandparlays.net. For today's, we got 1 side and 2 totals for the for picks and parlays. So if you want to go ahead and check those out, link to that's in the description below. We'll go ahead and look at them. We have the NBA standings along up here with us, so we could track motivation and see what these teams are really playing for. First game we're going to go over is the Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Indiana Pacers. Minus 275 for the Lakers, plus 230 for the Pacers. We get a 7-point spread in this game. Let's see, do we get, yep. In terms of injuries in this one, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, both questionable on that side. Debaton Sabonis, Karis LeVert are both questionable. Brogdon out, Schroeder questionable. A lot of just NBA is a headache right now, so just keep that one in mind. Looking at motivation for this one, I believe the Pacers are locked into playing in the play-ins. Yeah, they can't really move. I mean, they do have a little bit of motivation because they could possibly move from the 9 to the 8, which I feel like is a big deal because that's one less game that you have to play. So I think that they might be a little bit motivated. On the other side with the Lakers, they are definitely going to be motivated. If they win this game, and then I believe if the Lakers have a game today and everybody plays tomorrow, if Lakers win the next 2 games and Denver beats Portland tomorrow, the Lakers will move up to the 7th seed. Portland will drop down to the play-ins. So Lakers do feel like they have a chance for the to make the actual playoffs and skip the play-ins altogether. I do think that they'll be a little bit motivated for this one. Personally, I'm not going to be betting this game. It's just both teams have a little bit of motivation, and it's just I have two free plays for you guys today. This one is not one of them. Next up, we get the Charlotte Hornets taking on the New York Knicks. Gordon Hayward remains out. Derrick Rose is questionable. Other than that, everybody else should be playing in this game. Once again, we're going to go ahead and look at the standings and try to get a gauge on this one. Hornets might have a little bit of motivation because they're fighting with the 8 and 9 seed. Knicks definitely want to try to move up to that 5 seed. I think that it'll be better for them. They're trying to, well, they still have a chance at that 4 seed as well. So they probably want to have some motivation so they can get some home field advantage, or home court advantage, I should say. For this game, I am taking the New York Knicks minus 6. Charlotte's just not as good as they should be. I have the New York Knicks win this game by a decent chunk. I'm grabbing the New York Knicks in this game, and they just took off the Nets game. What just happened there? They just took off the Chicago. Well, if that one comes back, we'll go over it. If not, then damn. Next up, we get the Boston Celtics taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minus 190 for the T-Wolves, plus 165 for the Celtics. 4.5-point spread in this one. We'll go ahead and look at Jason Tatum's questionable. Jaylen Brown is out. Kemba is out. Smart out. Fournier questionable. A lot of players on Boston are questionable or out. It makes sense. They're not going to have any motivation to play this game. They are locked into that 7 seed. They can't move up. They can't move down. So they're just going to be sitting where they are. I don't see them really trying in this one. On the other side with Minnesota, they're already way out, so they have nothing to lose. They probably will play a little bit today, but it's not really anything that either team's going to be interested in. Neither team has interest, neither do I. Next up is the Phoenix Suns taking on the San Antonio Spurs. This is where our premium play is going to be for our side. So go ahead and check that out at picksandparleys.net to check out where we're going on that game. Final game of the day is the Heat taking on the Bucks. We'll go ahead and throw up the showdown slate so that I can see who's playing. Oladipo remains out, but he's been out for a while. Other than that, yeah, everybody looks good in that one. So you can get the Heat minus 177. You can get the Bucks plus 157. I'm going after the Bucks in this one. The Bucks are healthy. They're still, I guess they're really not battling for that the seed, and the Heat are still, I guess, battling in here. But I do think the Milwaukee Bucks are just an overall better team. I think they're going to play hard today to try to. I think they could still have a shot at taking over the Nets, because if they win, they're only a half game back, and there's the Nets game. If the Nets somehow lose to the Bucks, they still have a chance. Bulls, they still have a chance at sneaking into that 2 seed. So I think the Bucks will still try to play today. I'm grabbing them at the plus 4.5. I know on my thing, I think I put minus 4.5. I mean plus. For the Nets game, I think that this one's just going to be a sit-out game for us. Go ahead and bring up the injuries for this one. Wow. Looks like everybody's going to be playing. Daniel Tice is out for Chicago. Joe Harris is questionable. But the big three from Brooklyn looks like they're playing today. Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Harden all don't have any question marks or anything next to their name. So that should be good. We can see all three of them on the court. I do think the Nets win this game. But I'm going to be passing from this game. So those are my 2 free plays for today. I know it was a little bit of a different type of video.